Okay, gents, welcome back. So I ended up getting a new aircraft. Freaking P3D is gonna kill me with all the shit you can spend on it. But anyways, I ended up getting the Lancair. I think I'm saying that right. Legacy version 2, based on the Lancair Legacy kit build or general aviation aircraft. One of the reasons I was drawn to this aircraft is I have a lot of time in diamonds, 20s, 40s, stars, 42 twin stars even, and the bubble canopy center stick low wing arrangement here is reminiscent of a diamond. I haven't found any real high quality diamonds yet, unfortunately, for P3Ds, but I really wanted to get a center stick plane. And this particular plane is like a diamond on steroids. It appears to be very fast and has a lot of power. Anyways, just the first little step of my quick review, first impressions. You get this Lancair Legacy RealAir controller. It lets you go through all kinds of graphics, GPS stack configurations. Well, that's really cool. I don't know if it's compatible with aftermarket GPSs. You get your layout, which is cool. One thing about this plane is since they're kit builds, that probably means the real ones are really completely different. So it'd be probably pretty hard to find, one legacy that's like the other ones. So I guess it's kind of cool. You can change your cockpit around. And GPS on, load. For now, we'll leave the GPS in. Okay, so settings have been saved. We'll exit that. We will launch P3D. And this will be my very first time ever mucking with this aircraft at all. So it's just going to all be first impressions. All the P3 videos I've done so far have been like that. So here comes P3D. And we're going to go to Jackson Hole again because that's the only high quality terrain I have right now. I've got my Hotas Warthog center stick with an extension here. And one reason I like having the center stick plane again, and this kind of pertains to real flying, is when I fly a general aviation aircraft as pilot in command with the center stick, generally your stick is manipulated by your left hand, and your throttles are done by your right hand. And whenever I do military sims, that's not the way it is at all. I always use my right hand for my stick and my left hand for my throttles. But in general aviation aircraft, you fly in the left seat as PIC usually. Okay, so we got a lot of versions here. I'm not sure how to change the engine because I understand you get a more powerful engine here. So we'll just pick one. Looks pretty cool. And make sure we're starting at Jackson Hole. We'll start in the parking area. Pretty cool looking plane. Yeah, it's pretty. All right. And anyway, so having a center mounted stick plane to sim with is good because it gets me in the habit of using my left hand like I should in a GA plane. And it feels a little weird if you've never done it before, if you're a right-handed individual. So that's one reason I definitely like having a center mounted stick sim so I can refresh that. Okay, let me grab my track IR. Very dark right now. Okay. Virtual cockpit. There we go. So here we are in the cockpit for the first time. My track IR in precision mode. Yes, it was. All right. Still rendering in. That took a minute. Pretty cockpit. See, my SATEC panel seems to work. Conditioned is synced up. So let's give this a shot here. We'll go... I don't know anything about flying this plane, and I'm not going to mess with the checklist for this video. So avionics ambassadors on. We'll try panel lighting off. It's kind of distracting. So my impression of the cockpit is pretty good. Looks all right. I don't know if it's quite real Air A2A simulations quality. There's somebody walking. Gotta love this KGI upgrade. It's close though. I like the glare on the gauges. That looks pretty realistic. So without knowing really a darn thing about this, I'll just go with what I know about constant speed propellers. Propeller is max RPM. Mixture lever, let's crank that out here. And actually, we'll put it in. We'll run our fuel pump. 2, 3. We'll give it 4 seconds. Okay, and we'll get the cool sounds. Okay, and we'll get it to both. And we'll be ready on the mixture here. There we go. Hey, it sounds pretty good. Pretty impressed with it so far. Avionics on. Everything turned on there. So far my SATEC panels appear to be working. Daggone it. I'm trying to remember what the frequency was for K-Jack off the top of my head. Ah, look at that. I will put some flaps down. I guess that's sufficient for takeoff. The animations are pretty, aren't they? So, we do have some pretty interesting controls. That was naughty. Little mishandled the mixture there. There we go. Mixture's a little sensitive. Yeah, my understanding is this aircraft has brakes. It's a very quick aircraft. I think that's a G meter. Interesting. Angle of attack indicator. Ooh, this is a fast plane, isn't it? Well, let's taxi out of here. See what she does. Gotta pay attention to the ATIS. Ground handling is pretty sensitive. Winds are calm. That's all I needed to hear. Not really following our true-to-life procedures because I'm kind of mucking around right now. Yeah, cockpit's is nice, and this is a quick plane, so I really need to watch my taxi speed. This is not my 172, jeez. Yeah, I think this thing has speed brakes and all kinds of fancy fast plane stuff. There they are. Whoa, what? Look at those speed brakes. That has got to be the coolest speed brakes I've ever seen on a plane. Sounds very good. It almost sounds like they're sampled from real planes, or at least very high quality mixing. So let's turn on some lighting here. I'll turn on taxi light. No, we don't need that. Looks like my SATEC panel is working for the most part. Yep. So that's good. So if you got the SATEC Pro Flight controls, looks like they do work by default. I'm going to take this, oh my god. Those are some sensitive brakes. Brakes are very sensitive in this bird. Make sure my controls work. Probably should check and make sure my Warthog is controlling my plane. Okay. Alright. Look at that glare and the imperfections in the canopy. That's quite nice. Pretty impressed. Okay, well, I don't know what's about to happen because this is a powerful plane, but I'm going to firewall it once we line up, and we'll see. Alright, so we got full pitch. No crosswind to worry about. Oh my god, we're already at 60 knots. Rotate. Rotate. Whoo. Okay, gear up. SATEC panel's working. Nice sounds. Wow. Gotta set up my trim controls. Flaps up. Looks like we're in a little bit of a cloud. And we are already doing every bit of 160. It's a quick plane. I got my Warthog grip turned to the left here for my A-10s and DCS planes, so it's kind of awkward using my left hand when it's working. Wow. This is a nimble plane. Definitely hear some nice aerodynamic effects here. Let's put her into a good turn. good rudder authority. Nice aerodynamic sound effects. Very cool, man. Now look at those digital controls. Try to ignore the skipping in my throttle axis. I'm using my Satec Yokes throttle quadrant, and after not much use, it really goofed up on me. I'm going to have to take it apart and see if I can get it fixed. Wow. Detailed cockpit. I like the interior. I think there's a couple different kinds you can use. Now this plane did cost $40 US. I guess I probably could have gotten it on a sale price. And it's a chunk of change, but I did read their quality is similar to A2A simulation, which has kind of become my minimum in P3D. I'm not really interested in flying anything cheaper than that, or a less fidelity, because it's just so good. Well, I'm going to try a landing, so this can be a fairly short video. A lot of detail in the instrument stack. That's very cool. The digital controllers. Hit my autopilot button real quick, see what happens. Yep. So the roll channel picked up. Default autopilot sound, which may be correct for that Bendix King autopilot, which I think that is. Okay, so we're really on a far downwind here. Let's use these cool speed brakes. You can hear aerodynamic sounds too. Hey, look at the wing flex. That's pretty impressive. That is pretty impressive. Cool, man. You can even see buffeting of the wing from the aerodynamic resistance from the speed brakes. Alright, so we'll make a long base leg over this little foothill down here. Down here, southern accent's coming out. I get called out for that a lot here in Wyoming. My wife is from Canada, so she's always giving me shit over my southern accent. Okay, so a little closer to that hill than the FAA would probably like. I believe that's 500 feet. Keep that speed down. Really need to get in flat deployment range. Don't know what that warning is. Gear down? We'll wait. Don't know if we are safe to deploy gear yet. Speed brakes are out, but they're not doing a whole lot. Let's try with notch flaps. We're way too fast right now. Okay, gear. Full flaps. Steepen up that turn. Coming down through 100 knots. Overshoot on our base leg. Let's correct that a little bit. Don't know what my approach speed is, but I'm going to guess around 70. Oh boy, wow, this thing flies nice. And we'll arrest that descent. Pappy says we're low. A little faster than I think we should be. Clean up my speed brakes, I don't want to land with them out. Okay. We'll come in shallow, I can do it. MiG-21 landing here. Okay. And ground effect, little flare. Back on the power. Alrighty. Now we'll throw out the speed brakes. Yeah, I like the dynamics. Look at the vibration of the panel. And the plane hitting the ground felt very realistic. The sound and the buffet I got. Cool, man. Well, there you go, guys. Quick little video on the RealAir Legacy. Real pretty plane. I wonder how you open the canopy on this thing. I don't even see the canopy lock. I guess I'm not getting out. Anyway, I'll do some more flying with it and probably put up another video here down the road. It was between this and the Turbine Duke. I'm sure I'll end up buying both eventually, but yeah. Slick plane. Look at that squeaking of the brakes. Isn't that cool? Alright, well, as always, thanks for tuning in. Oh my god. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of experimentation to do with this plane. Out of a mixture. Okay, well, we'll see you next time.